everyone, what's up? I am the Chocobo Keeper, and welcome to Shadow of the Colossus, the PlayStation 4 remake. I know this has been done a lot before. PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, the Game Grumps, they've all played Shadow of the Colossus. But I noticed that there isn't a lot of commentary while hard mode is played. I love Shadow of the Colossus. It's one of my favorite games ever. It's just a nice, relaxing, medium-paced game where you can kind of just play the game, not have to think too hard about the controls or anything. So I'm really happy because this will be my first series that I play. It'll be really short, and what I'm going to do is just do New Game. I'm not going to do New Game Plus because with New Game Plus, after you beat the game the first time on easy or normal, you can unlock the time attacks for easy, and then you get New Game Plus, which basically all of your health, your stamina, and any items you have acquired through time attack carry into your next game. Honestly, I like it. It makes the game so much easier, especially when you're grinding for that achievement where you have to climb on top of the shrine. So nice. And also in time attack you get the lizard location stone and the fruit stone, which basically shows all lizards and fruit on the map. I have noticed that collecting the lizards and the fruit are not trophies for the PlayStation 4 remake, which I'm kind of happy for because I had spent so many hours on the PlayStation 3 to get those trophies, and even then collecting all of those lizard tails amongst killing the colossi, it still didn't max out your stamina or your health. It just, but I am happy to say that I have platinum both games on the PlayStation 3 remake and the PlayStation 4. A little backstory before we jump in. You play as Wander, or Wanda in the Japanese language. That is your main character, and you have Mono. And you'll see her eventually. You come to these lands because you need to bring her back to life. Why? That will be explained. But essentially, that's pretty much all the background you have for Wander and Mono. So without further ado, let us jump in, and I will read out loud the dialogue because it's kind of in a made-up language. So, third time's the charm. Without further ado, let's jump. And we'll do hard. Oh, and your horse is named Agro, by the way. those statues will be explained in just a moment. That place began from the resonance of intersecting points. They are memories replaced by ends and not and etched into stone. Blood, young sprouts, sky. And the one with the ability to control beings created from light. In that world, it is said that if one should wish it, one can bring back the souls of the dead. But to trespass upon that land is strictly forbidden. Oh no, the shadow people! See, I do have a question about those, but I'll ask that question when the time comes. How possess the ancient sword? So thou art mortal. Are you Dorman? I was told that in this place, at the ends of the world, there exists a being who can control the souls of the dead. Thou art correct. We are the known, one known as Dorman. She was sacrificed, for she had a cursed fate. Please, I need you to bring back her soul. That means soul. Souls that are once lost cannot be reclaimed. Is that not the law of mortals? With that sword, however, it may not be impossible. Really? That is, of course, if thou manage to accomplish what we asketh. What do I have to do? Behold the idols that stand along the wall. Thou art to destroy all of them. But those idols cannot be destroyed by the hands of a mortal. Then what am I to do? In this land, there exist colossi that are the incarnations of those idols. If thou defeat those colossi, the idols shall fall. I understand. But heed this, the price you pay may be heavy indeed. It doesn't matter. Very well. See, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Dorman in the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3, he would have just a male voice, but for some reason, oops, raise thy sword by the light. And head to the place where the sword's light gathers. There thou shalt find the colossi thou art to defeat. Now, beyond thy way. Okay, as I was saying earlier, Dorman in the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 days, it was just a male's voice. But I don't know why, but the developers for the PlayStation 4, they intertwined it as male and female. In my opinion, I think they did that to make it more, this is an entity, this isn't something of this world. So, well, that's a bit titchy. So I have opted to go with the normal controls, the original controls. And the next thing is with Shadow of the Colossus, it kind of does the tutorial as you play the game. If I could flip my sword, that'd be great. So we have to go in that direction. One of my favorite parts of this game is the music. Because it's just, it happens at the best moments. I'll stay quiet so you can just hear the environment, the wind, the hooves, any birds that decide to fly down. Yeah! See, there's nothing. There's just no sound except from what Wander, Aggro, and the usual environment make. In my opinion, music is what makes the game, even if it's ambiance. I'm playing 7 Days to Die with one of my friend groups, and it was my first time playing, and I was losing my mind because I was new to it, and I'm like, what's that sound? They go, there's nothing, it's ambient. So I actually had to turn it off. But with this, it just gives you a sense of purpose, and it lets you know if you're in the right position. As you can well hear. What I like about this version is they did such a beautiful job. Oops. A beautiful job with the environment, with the graphics, because in the PlayStation 2 days, there was not texture like this. Like, you cannot see how the rock is shaped and how some of it is eaten away. You can't see the detail of the moss and the flowers growing with the moss, the tree roots. It was just kind of just like, you could tell that it was rock and something climbable because it was just green rock. PlayStation 3 textures got a little bit better. The grass kind of flowed with the wind a little bit, but this, the leaves move. If it is not a solid object, it moves with the wind. That's one of my favorite things. And then the Colossi. Oh, if you haven't played this game before, I think what I'll do is after this playthrough, I'll play a couple episodes from the PlayStation 3 just to show you how far it's come. It's absolutely incredible. And if you're a real big gamer, or if you do designs, or if you're a graphic artist, you know that fur and hair are one of the hardest things to animate, let alone draw. So here he is, the first big bad Colossus. I will introduce you to Valis. See, look, he even broke the tree because he walked past. That did not happen before. That's what I like. The details on his club and his armor, that wasn't there before. So, usually when I come to play Shadow of the Colossus, I usually go with the PlayStation 4. It's just so much nicer. So, usually, I don't really get his attention early on because he can stretch you. Also, hold up thy sword to reflect the light onto the Colossus, its vitals shall be revealed. That's very handy if you haven't played the game before and you don't know what to do, but as Shadow of the Colossus PlayStation 3 veteran, you're kinda used to it all. And just as a reminder, this is on hard, so if you're playing on easy, you'll probably be confused because you see the symbol, that bright symbol over there on his arm. That is not there on easy mode. Sorry if I go quiet during the boss battles, I just love the battle music so much. And it's just, I love it. Oh wow, this is a lot different than just God mode in this from New Game Plus. But just so you know, that little yellow circle, that is your stamina. That basically says, you know, how long you can hold on to a Colossus, how strong your stab or your arrows are going to be, how long you can hold your breath underwater. The blue bar is obviously the Colossus's health, as you can see as I stab this poor poor soul in the head. Oh. The bar goes down. Now when the symbol goes away, it doesn't do a lot of damage. So you're kind of just stabbing at nothing. Oh boy. I realize that looking at this guy, he kind of gives you practice for the 15th Colossus, and the 15th Colossus is a big one. He can be a real pain in the tuchus. And you will see that when we get to him. He's hard enough on easy mode. Oh, can I finish him off? Can I finish him off? Come on, come on, come on! Yes! Okay. And it's just so sad. The music just makes you feel like crap for killing these guys. And that, my friends, is the soul of storming. And here we are, returned at the temple, with the shadow figure standing above us. Owie. Oh no, it's an earthquake! Sploosh! Thy next foe is... and the seaside cave. It moves slowly. Raise thy courage to defeat it. So, I should have showed this to you guys earlier, but I forgot. So, as you saw on the tutorial, it says push the gamepad for the map. Huzzah! You see how there's a whole bunch of clouds everywhere? That's 'cause you don't know what's there. It's just kind of a mystery. So, with Valis here, buddy old pal, there was clouds. Now that we defeated him, some of the clouds went away. We brought a little bit more sunshine back to the place. And we can see that it's not just one big huge mountain range. It's actually, there's a couple passes in between. So that's a little neat bug. And if you see on the two sides of the map, I'm pointing at it like you can see me. You can see all of the colossi in the order that you fight them. So it's a little neat. The sad thing is Valis doesn't really have an introduction like the other 15, and Malice, you never get to see him on the map, ever. His spot is always clouded. Always, always. Which is kind of sad. And we shall continue onward. Oh. The reason you know who Aggro is?
Aggro.
Wonder says his name. Or her name. I'm sorry. Aggro is actually a she. In all my years of playing this game, I never knew that until I was reading up on some of the developers' notes. Or one of those random 10 facts you didn't know about the game. So yeah, Aggro is actually a she. So I apologize if I accidentally call Aggro a he at times. It's just when you're so used to saying, you know, a he, it takes some time to retrain yourself. If thou should findest an altar similar to that one, offer a prayer before it, and thy wounds shall be healed. So basically, if you're dumb and you decide to jump off a cliff and you nearly die, you come to a safe shrine and heal yourself. Okay, we'll move faster than Negra at this point. So what you do is I'll stop off. Oh, there's one right over there. You see it? Right to the right of that tree in the center of the screen. That's what a save shrine is. So what you do is you come up and get real close to it and you hit the circle button. Ooh, magic! And it autosaves. Think you manually save by hitting the options button. Oh. And a neat trick is if you're not close enough to mount, but you're still right in front of the saddle, you hit triangle for jump, or you jump, and you hit R1. If you're going by classic controls, that is. I'm not sure if anyone has played with the alternate controls. It's a little... I tried it and it felt a little finger twistery. Oh, fun little fact. This area right here, in the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 days, this is where you would initially climb up to the top of the temple. So the game devs are like, yeah, you know what, we're getting rid of it. And poof, they brought that pillar down. However, as it is still an achievement in the game, if you ride to the back a little bit, you see that really tall piece of vine right there? That's what you do. That is what you climb up on. So I think after I do the initial playthrough of hard mode, I will go onto my New Game Plus save file and I will show all you fun folks how to climb up it. And there's also an achievement. You run down the entirety of the bridge. You run down this huge bridge on foot by yourself. So you might as well grab something to drink, maybe even a snack, because it takes a while. And a fun fact, the more Colossi you kill, the harder it is to get across the bridge. Because there is also an achievement of you reach the other side. You reach where you come in. Obviously you can't go through, but it's wild. But oh, I don't have my sword out. You also have a bow, by the way. You're gonna have to rely on riding and shooting at the same time, because it's needed for some of the Colossi, which I won't spoil for you. But with the sword, that's where Quadratus is. That is the second Colossi. And he lives in that little gate down there. I just like taking my time getting to the Colossi so that way I can talk to you guys and not have to worry about dialogue, music, cutscenes. Just nice and simple. I just had a brain fart. I was about to say something and it just flew out of my head. Just said, peace, see ya, I'm out. What I like about the music is some themes do come back later on, but there's enough alteration to them that it almost sounds like their own separate thing. I go onto YouTube and I listen to the soundtrack of this game to help me sleep sometimes, and I saw one that says, "Oh, battle music for the Colossi." I said, hey, why not, you know, it'll work. And I noticed that one of the Colossi, one or two, would light up. So I was like, nuh-uh. So I went and replayed the game, and they're pretty much exactly the same thing, except a couple alterations here and there. But for the classification purposes for that video, it was pretty much the same thing. I should probably pull out my bow. Now, I did find a cheat way to get to Quadratus to start my assault on the poor thing. So I'm going to employ that tactic. It also helps with speedruns when you're doing time attack, which is nice. Oh, it's so hard not to spoil anything before saying it, because you guys may or may not have seen it yet. I'm trying to keep this as spoiler-free for anyone new joining Shadow of the Colossus or Team Ico community. It's really, really hard. Because you think this game is... Oh lord, it came out, what? 97? Maybe? Mushroom shoulder! Ooh, get out the way. Go on. Come on, go, 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 run away! And we run into a wall! Good job. You know what? Peace, I'm out. Bye, aggro. But yeah, the details of their eyes, you see how they're, like, rotating? They had the rotation, and they had to look like they were spinning in the PlayStation 3, but in the PlayStation 2, they were just a solid blue. They were just stayed put. When they're angry or aggroed, they turn red. Or orange. Oh, really? Alrighty then. But in the PlayStation 3, the eyes actually rotated. They spun around. There we go. See how he jumps down on the back leg? And there's aggro still just chilling. Like, what the hell, dude? Oh, listen to that music change. Yeah, I should probably get some stand back. Oh! Oh! No! Stab! You can usually tell when his sigil is done because there's a flash of light before it. Like, I think that was it. Oh no, we still got one more. There it is, there's that flash. But I keep interrupting myself, I'm so sorry. Back to the eyeball thing. In PlayStation 2 days, it was just a solid ring. Blue for passive, orange for aggro, angry. In PlayStation 2, you could see that the irises, or maybe the pupils, either way the eyes would rotate. You could see it going in a circle. In the PlayStation 4 remake, the one we're in right now, it's almost looked like a rounded off triangle. The only thing I could explain it as is a fidget spinner. That's the best I can put it right now. Oh, am I gonna make it? No. I guarantee you I'm not gonna make it. Yep, there I go. Oh! Obviously the red is my health bar and I'm gonna get smushed! Really? I'm being lazy here, because... what? What? Okay. You know what? Whatevs. I'll work with it. Even though I'm hurting super bad. But... yeah, so I thought the nice little touch of the different eye development was nice. It's very subtle, but it still makes an impact. What also kind of hurts is that, as you can hear when I stab them, they give out a cry of pain. It's like, oh, like, you're trying to kill me, but you're so cool. See how his eyes are orange? And it's just like, these are, even though that somehow their majority of them are made out of stone, they're still alive. And it just, like, who are we? We're a tiny little human. You know, who are we to go around and slay these poor 16 souls? Oh, yes, if you take too long in a fight, Dorman will be like, hey, I'm gonna give you hints, even though you don't need it. Like, we know that it has more than one vital. We're on the third one. Sorry it took us so long. And another thing I like about this game is the physics. And oh, he's gonna yeet me off! There we go. Physics detection. If you're being swung around like I was, there's no way that you're gonna be able to hold on and stab. You can't climb upside down. Well, like, you can't have your head facing towards the ground and climb. Like, if you climb down, you have to go down feet first with your head up towards the sky. Or you can't climb backwards where you're climbing up a tree and your head is facing towards the ground. Like, it doesn't work like that. If you're on an animal that moves a lot, like the crease of the hip or the stomach, you're gonna lose your balance a lot and you're not gonna be able to stab it. So, it's really cool. Like, there's so much attention to detail. Thy next foe is... A giant canopy soars to the heavens. The anger of the sleeping giant shatters the earth. So, see, like, my little stamina bar grew. Yay! And my health bar grew as well. I can't tell. I can't get my health bar to show up. But before I close out the episode tonight, I want to say, first off, thank you for giving me a shot for coming to the first video. Don't forget to hit the like button if you liked it. Tell me why you liked it. And also, don't be afraid to hit the dislike button and tell me why you disliked it. What can I do better? What type of commentary would you like to hear? Is there anything specific you want me to talk about during the grand travels of Wander Aggro and all of us in the YouTube community? And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because that means I know I'm doing something well, and you guys like what I'm doing. I know it's the first video, but it's still important that you're here. And I'll give you a little something to talk about in the comments below. What do you think are the shadow people other than the Souls of Dorman? As I said when we defeated Valis. When, if you remember, right after we put Mono up on the altar, there was, what, 5, 6 shadow people? My question to you is, what is your theory on why were they there when it seems they only come up when the Colossi are defeated and we magically come up back to the temple? And also, why does Wander keep checking his shoes? He didn't step anything. We seriously have not moved since we got back. But that is all for now, folks. Stay safe and just be nice to each other. Be kind to yourselves. Just be good people. I'm going to put you all back in your little coops, and I'll open them again next time. Bye!